Hi everyone, welcome to our instructional video with the Royal Sound, and today we're going to talk about the program and how we are going to make adaptations to the 2020-2021 school year, as well as introduce some new mechanics to the program, and for our new members, introduce myself. So to start off, my name is Mr. Greco, or Greco. This is my 6th year with the Royal Sound, and I'm very excited to be here and working with all of you. This is going to be a wonderful year, and I know it's going to be different at first, but we will make it. My primary instrument is saxophone, but I did march baritone in college and joined the choral singers over there as a tenor and baritone. But my main focus has been instrumental, and I'm excited to get to work with all of you. So for our program for the 2020-2021 season, we are trying to get everything all worked out and getting the details set, and everything that we had scheduled in June has moved to July. So if you look at our calendar in July, it does seem a little slammed, but I'm going to go over it. What is mandatory, what is not mandatory, how are we going to do this, and how everything's going to work. And as some of you saw, that over the last 2 weeks we were supposed to start our marching basics, but we do need to adapt to what the rules are saying. And our video will answer your questions and may introduce some new ones. And if you do have new questions, feel free to email me. I will be glad to answer them. And then over the rest of the summer, we will talk about our staff and leadership in more videos and posts, and getting you geared for this, for the season. So the first thing that we are adding into our program is My Music Office. What is My Music Office? It is an online database that students and parents will have access to all the time. You will be able to check out a lot of different things, and I'm going to actually show you an in-depth profile, a temporary profile that I created that you will see as a student and a parent. For students, you'll be able to see your assigned parts, the uniform sizes. You can email me, you can customize your profile to make it just to have your information on there. Make sure you update your addresses, so if we mail things to you, you will get them. We want to make sure they stay up to date. For parents, you'll also be able to see finances, calendar dates, and the same thing, you'll be able to customize your profile, and you want to show us what are you able to help us out with, because maybe you have different talents, and we need help this year. We need help every year, and we always want to have more and more volunteers. So this is a great way to say, hey, I'm very good with building things, and you can put that in there as a trait, and if you're interested in helping out with the Royal Sound, we can do it through this program. So in My Music Office, how do I get it? That's the big question. Some people ask me, how do I sign up? Just go to the website? Not necessarily. I have to make a general profile for you, and then you'll get an email that will give you the information to go in and change things about. New students to our program, you need to go to our website, www.rrhsroyalsound.com, and under the first announcement, under Band Handbook, it should say, please fill out for registration. And I am also including the link below in our comments section, so you are in the description box, so you will be able to answer from here. But I know for some reason on the mobile version, it seems to have a little bit of issues, but on a computer version, or if you have the direct link, you should be able to log in relatively quickly. For returning students, I had most of your information, and I was able to create your basic profile, but you still need to go in and get your password set up, update addresses, so if you moved over the summer, or maybe you moved last year and I still have that you live in spot A, but you actually live in spot C now, I need to make sure we stay updated and you can get all our information. If we go into another type of closed down school year, I want to make sure I can reach you. The big thing that a lot of people have been asking and seeing is that, where is my password? Check your spam folder. The email address will be My Music Office, so it will not be my usual cgreco@pasco. So if you see one that's from My Music Office, that is from us. So this is what the website looks like, My Music Office, and you'll see a family and booster login. That is where you'll put your username and password once it is emailed to you. Once you have for our new members, once you've gone into the RRHS Royal Sound website and you filled out that questionnaire, I will create your basic profile, and then you'll get that email. So if you don't get it right away, that's why I'm still putting the information in. Once you are inside, you'll be able to see your student information, your financial information, your lockers, your communications, your equipment inventory, music library, uniform inventory, calendar, and the control panel. So here you'll also be able to see what part are you playing this year, as well as checking your finances, because I know a lot of the years we've been asking, well, how much do I owe you, or what is the fees? This will be up to date constantly. And I know a lot of you asked about lockers. Your information for your locker will be under locker database. So when you go into the first tab and talks about your profile, we need you to fill out everything that you can. Your address, your home phone, your cell phone, your email, the gender, the t-shirt size, the short size, shoe size and glove size. Unless you are returning, don't fill them out. And please put your birthday. Now, parents, right below it has that information that you can go in and update so that we can reach you. Communications. Normally we have stuff that are set up in May, and we do a pre-registration, but we did not have a typical May setup this year. So to stay up to date, we need every member and parents to make sure they're signed up for My Music Office, join our Remind, join our Facebook groups, and look at our calendar on our My Music Office and Google. Google does have our calendar set up. You can check it out through our site, or I'll also add it to the description down below in our YouTube video. And I'll also attach our handbook, which has all the other groups on there, because each group does have their own setup of Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. So we do have different ways, and we are trying to reach everyone in any way, shape, or form. So we want to make sure that you stay up to date, and we give you all the information, and that way we can move together through this time. Our show this year. So our show is entitled Nightmare. Some of us feel like we are living in one right now. I did not plan that. I wrote the show back in December, and it just kind of grew on me, and it just talked about us going to sleep and some of the most common fears we have when we sleep. So we talk about different things of just going to sleep and then feeling that something's watching you all the time, or something is following you and going down those halls, and then you wake up and you think that it's all over, but then you realize, oh, you're in another dream. So it is a little bit darker, but it is also comedic. We are playing music from Edward Scissorhands, Psycho, Halloween, Beetlejuice. We have a lot of little twists and turns in this, and it's going to be a really cool show. The music is out for all wind players, so you are able to start practicing it now. If you don't have your instrument with you, message me and we'll try to set up a time for you so that you'll be able to get your instrument and get any pieces needed. And we'll try to make sure that everything's all set up as soon as we're able to. I know the big question people have been asking is, when can we get them? As soon as I find out, you'll get your instruments. But until then, just do basic things. Do fingerings, buzzing on mouthpieces. If you know a mouthpiece, imitate it. Try to practicing writing and fingerings. Do anything you can so you don't lose focus towards your music. Warm-ups and stand tunes, as well as pregame, is also available in the Google Drive. So all that music is available. Once you log in to My Music Office, you'll get an email that states where all your music is and how to get to it. You will get an email that has our Google Drive. It is not public. I do not like it to be public because we want to make sure that our music stays with us. We have it set for us, and the only way that you'll get it is through myself or the officers or section leaders, but primarily through me. So I'll have it set out through My Music Office, as well as our weekly updates. And when I send out the emails, I'll kind of keep refreshing it for the first few weeks, but you need to make sure you bookmark the website and the link, so that way you can keep getting the music. It will constantly stay updated, and you just need to print things out. We will try to provide you physical copies before band camp. Everyone does get a first copy for free, but before we start camp, we really need you to start working on it now. And if you have questions, we have plenty of officers and myself that'll be able to answer any questions, or even any of our other staff. We want to help you and get you ready for this year. When is camp? Well, we are hoping to make everything happen in July. That is our goal. July 1st is when they said we were allowed to start having groups on campus, and that, at the time of this video being recorded, this is June 19th, so we're hoping that it will stay that way. The next page will show you what is available, and I'll talk about each little thing and how we are able to do them. So on our calendar, we have our first set of basics. We want everybody to attend one set of basics so we can help teach you some of the foundations and get you ready for camp on the week of the 20th. So July 6th and 7th is our first group, then July 8th and 9th is our next group, and then July 13th and 14th is our next group. We are watching to see how many people we're able to take in each group, and making sure we are social distancing and providing a safe and healthy environment for all members. So we are working on that and making sure safety is our top priority. We need everybody to attend one of those sets of dates. So a set of dates is just those 2 camps that are back to back. So 6th and 7th, 8th and 9th, or 13th and 14th. Then we have our percussion camp, 13th through the 16th. That, as long as we are still able to have camp going on, that is when our goals are. And then July 19th, on that Sunday, yes, it is a Sunday, because we want to make sure we get everything to you. We are going to ask you to come on out to our theater. We will go over some procedures that go along with our week-long band camp. This is very typical to how high school bands run it, is that they want to make sure that you all know how each day is going to go. And with all the changes going on, we may have to do some changes in our time. As some of you got our letters or have been with our program, we normally do a 10 to 4 type of camp. As of right now, we're hoping to keep it that, but we will play with what's going on. So that's why you need to stay in constant communication with us. We want to make sure you stay involved and not have someone show up and we didn't have camp that day, or maybe we didn't program a ride situation. We want to help and make sure everything's all set. So camp is 2 weeks, July 20th through the 23rd, then the 27th through the 29th. Then on the 30th, we do have rehearsal from 10 a.m. till probably about 4-ish, or maybe a little earlier, and then we will do a showcase for everybody at 6 p.m. in the stadium or in the gym if the rain is an issue. We'll showcase what we've done over the last 2 weeks. Then after July, we start getting into our 2 days a week, where we do Tuesday and Thursday 3 to 6, and of course games on Fridays. So as of right now, our game schedule looks like August 16th, the first week of school, so that's why we have to start camp as soon as possible. We started our preseason against Sun Lake, then August 23rd, Crystal River comes to us. August 30th, we go to Mitchell. September 4th, 5A comes to us. September 11th, Tarpon Springs comes to us. September 18th, Wiregrass comes to us. September 27th, it says we were supposed to be versing golf, but I don't believe that's actually happening because golf is not doing varsity this year. So there's probably going to be a different team set up in that time. Then October 2nd is at Nature Coast. We are not going. Then October 7th is actually our last home game. So it will be our homecoming game and as well as our alumni game. So that date is going to be pretty big. We have not set up if we're going to be doing a competition yet, as people are still waiting to see if competitions are going to happen. Then October 16th, we are not going to Zephyr Hills. October 23rd is at Anclote. We're probably going to go to that one. And then October 30th, we are not going to Key West. Sorry, we're just not able to go out there. But November 7th is MPA at Hernando High School, which that we do need to go to. Everything we build up to this year goes to MPA, so we want to make sure we are set for that. So our fare shares, as of right now, we're trying to keep it as low as possible, and with $235. And $235 covers pretty much everything for the entire school year. What that does is that it covers your uniform cleanings, it covers our transportation budgets, repair budgets, staff payments, music rights, getting your own personal materials, as you do get different shirts and bags and hats and things that all go to you, and a jacket. So you do get your own stuff. So a lot of it goes into there, and then we also want to make sure we have money to be able to buy if we have to fix an instrument up in time. Because we have a lot of different instruments that are set up this year, but we also need to fix some of them. There is no payment plan. The only thing we ask is a $50 deposit at the registration meeting on July 19th. After that, we would like everybody to be paid by the 1st of October. Checks can be made out to RRHS or cash, and that will be dropped to me. We do have a mailbox that's set up in the front of the band room that you just drop it off, and then I'll update it into your My Music office that we have received it. If you cannot pay by the end date, please communicate with me. And I don't know how many times I've had to say that over the past few years, but if there's something that goes on, please let me know, just so I can help you, and I will work with you. But we need to know. And I will not say it to anyone else, but again, communicate with me, and communication is key, and especially in this day and age, we need to make sure we communicate with each other. 2 extra events. So these are extra, they're optional, you do not have to do them. Our first one is Hot Day at USF. So that is set in September. And what this is, it is for $35, and you'll get to go to USF, and you'll get to perform at Raymond James Stadium with the Herd of Thunder, and you get to see some of our alumni that march with them. And that is a great opportunity. It's an all-day event from Saturday morning till Saturday evening. It is a lot of fun, and you get to meet and play with a lot of great players. Then the next one is the big one that we did last year. We tried to do it, but then unfortunately our year ended early, is Washington, D.C. And that is 803. There is a payment plan that's set up through the company, and we are including all active members and those members that are coming up. So freshmen, our incoming freshmen, you are able to go to this. And parents, we are looking for chaperones for this too. We want to include more people, because if we get more people involved with this, then we will be able to lower the price of it. People that have paid last year, that finished it up, it does recycle over, so you don't have to pay anything for this year. It does take place during Memorial Day weekend of 2021. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me at cgreco@pasco.k12.fl.us. I will answer as quickly as possible. Again, I look forward to working with all of you and starting this year off with a great start.